Why, hello there, it is 107 days until Shadow of the Erdtree comes out, and this is the Elden Wait countdown, where every day until the DLC releases, I'll be discussing the upcoming DLC to make the wait just a little bit shorter. And of course, if you would like the potential of perhaps less rushed presentations, subscribe to the Lore Hunter, hit notifications, get videos as they go up. And, you could become a member of the channel. I'm roughly 5% of the way of doing this full time. So we're 5% there, baby. 95% to go. And then you got me full time looking up architecture about Elden Ring. And today I was thinking about Blasphemous, the 2019 masterpiece, as you do. And that was making me, I was looking at the Alhambra, as you do, and I noticed something. I came across this Solomonic column that wasn't part of the Alhambra. When I saw this there in Granada, it sort of clicked for me, and I had to look more into Solomonic columns for a few reasons. And normally I would do this thing where I would collect all the information and make a nice little presentation, and hopefully the editing will be good. But I'm busy. I don't have time for all of this. So I have to pick up my daughter from Girl Scouts in like less than an hour. So you're going to join me on a journey researching Solomonic columns and a few other things that connect into the DLC for me that I just want to explore architecturally and see what maybe that could tell us about the direction of the DLC and what cultures they may be referencing and all that goodness. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to cover is why are they called Solomonic columns? It's also called a barley sugar column, but let's start with the Solomonic column name because this is the culturally interesting aspect that is worth bringing to the table. They are called Solomonic columns because there was the legend that this was the design of the columns that were in King Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, and this is most likely not true, and I say that because I think it's really worth hammering home the concept that these elements were taken from another culture. And that's important because that really plays into themes of Elden Ring and Marika coming in. Like, it's really worth mentioning that Marika's bedchamber is modeled after the Pantheon, a very famous Roman building that it's called the Pantheon because it's not to one single god, it was to the pantheon of Roman gods. And it became a basilica, became a Christian church, historically speaking. And in the same way, Marika became this person sleeping in the pantheon, sort of the Christian imagery and the Christian colonization and conquest is very present in Elden Ring. And so with regards to the Shadow of the Erdtree, I think it's really worth mentioning that we have this element, Bernini's baldacchino, which, yes, that's a baldachin, has to be part of the inspiration there. St. Peter's baldachin in St. Peter's Basilica is at the cross of the basilica, which is the most important spot, and is supposed to signify St. Peter's tomb below. And it's a baldachin, sort of like we see draping over the entirety of the Land of Shadow, and it's representing a tomb, and it's heavily featuring these Solomonic columns. The takeaway for me here is that this element, to me, is very specific in that this is referencing sort of real-world diffusion of architectural styles from somewhere else, and this mirrors things we've already seen from software used to represent Marika and her conquest with the Roman architecture, and converting it from, being this place that was meant for a whole bunch of gods to being just about her. And the Land of Shadow being this place where Marika first set foot, and where the Erdtree was born, and where there was this war that happened that she's obscuring. That we've got all the elements there, baby. Alright, so we didn't quite reach a conclusion, but I'm out of time. Yeah, give me your thoughts, and if you have any architectural history knowledge about this, please feel free to add into the conversation. And if you just have theories related to anything that I brought up, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear them. And if you would like to continue on this journey with me, please subscribe to Lore Hunter, turn notifications on to get videos as they come out. Yeah, thanks for watching.